What's going on, YouTube? This is Brooklyn Warrior 123, back again with another baseball review, going a little more in depth to my gloves, my bats, and whatnot. So first up on the chopping block is my pride and joy, my All-Star Catcher's Mitt, which I went over on a video uh, yesterday, I think, or earlier this morning. Very nice catcher's mitt, All-Star Pro Elite Pro. That's me. No. But great catcher's mitt. I like a tight web, which is why it looks kind of out of the box, other than all the big brown from all the pounding in the web. Um, I like a loose web back here. Don't know why, but I like it really tight along the top, and it formed well. I love it. Uh, there's nothing bad about it. Um, the writing on the inside here, other than some gloves that I've had, wears off really quickly. But it's a catcher's mitt, so there's a lot to expect. Um, Next is another very big piece of the trade is a bat, and my bat is the Easton SV12. 65 flex, right there, 65. Yeah, 65 flex. I took the original grip off because it was a little too long. I like a top heavy bat. One thing I didn't keep that I should have kept was the cone that comes under the grip that keeps it having that downward slope, kind of like you'd see on a lot of wood bats. So if you're going to retape an Easton bat, keep that cone that comes on the bottom. It'll save your life because your hands won't be up against the metal. So when you get jammed on the shaft, which is the carbon nanotube technology, even though it doesn't sting as much, it'll still sting. Next up is actually my helmet and all the batting gloves that I carry with me when I'm on the field. I carry 2 pairs of batting gloves when I'm on the field when I play. I carry in my pocket, I carry a pair of white Easton VRSs. They have the palm padding and the thumb padding. I like the padding because they did tear up pretty easily. They were pretty crappy when I got them, but they lasted me two and a half seasons, and I still use them. They still fit me. The stitching could be a little better. This material, the kind of see-through white material, just gets really dirty really quickly. Could be a little bit tougher and a little less elastic, a little less stretchy. But other than that, there's nothing bad to say about those. My next batting gloves are the Mizuno Gold Series double leathers, and this is the double leather Mizuno Gold Series, and the double leather is in the palm. It's right there, double leather, and you see there's a seam that goes like this seam right here, right there. All of this stuff, all of this out here, if you feel it, is thicker than this, so that when you get jammed, because people throw me inside a lot because I turn on the ball, it's a lot thicker, so you don't get that vibration. So I wear those when I bat, and I carry the VRSs in my pocket so that when I'm on the bases and I'm swiping bags from out your pocket, you can't touch me. And I like to dive a lot, so I like to get down and dirty. Next glove on the chopping block. I say chopping block a lot, I don't know why. This was one of my first Wilson gloves. This was my second Wilson glove, actually, is the A2K 11.75 or 11 3/4 A2K brown and black. This is the DP15. It was Dustin Pedroia 15. Dustin Pedroia, obviously, his initial DP and his number 15 with the iWeb. I play third base, so I don't know why, but you'll see on a lot of my gloves that I have. All this in here is really, really stretched out, and then I have this awkward little flare on the end. Just preference. Next glove I have, there's a long story behind this one because I actually got it for a birthday present, customized it for a birthday present, and then it got stolen from me for 2 years. And I was playing a game this year, and the kid on the other team had it. So that's why I don't have my Nakona anymore. But this is the glove. This is the William Cooper. That's my name right there. Mizuno, red, white, and blue for. I live in a very Hispanic-dominated neighborhood, so it's Dominican Republic flag, the Puerto Rican flag, and of course the United States flag. And I got the finger hood option with the closed web, so you could use it as an outfielder. You could use it as an outfielder's glove, and it's a 12, so I could also use it as a pitcher's glove with that closed web, so you can't see my hand behind here. Next up on the block is probably the glove I use the most. It's a little crappy. I only got it for $25 because I needed it at the beginning of the season. So I just went over to City Sports, which is like a local sporting goods store here, and just pulled it off the shelf, which is the Mizuno First Baseman. This is actually a youth glove. The like flex support thingy, like little coil of wire or whatever here, broke. But whatever, doesn't bother me. My helmet, Boston Astros. This Boston Astros is, like I've said in my other videos, nonprofit organization. They get all their sponsors from charities. If you go onto Google and search the foundation to be named later, it's kind of a play on words to the player to be named later because they really want to give inner city kids and baseball players and athletes a chance to go to college, and that's where the to be named later comes from. My number is 16 on my Lou Tompkins team. And Lou Tompkins is one of the leagues I play in. I also play in the RBI League, which is another one of the leagues I play in. And I play in the AAU, or my division is NEAAU for New England. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have right now. My other glove, my Rawlings Pro Preferred, I think is in the other room. So I will leave you with some music while I go get that. And if the screen goes back, I'm very sorry, but you should like the song. Big booty bitches.
One, two, three. I got big booty bitches, big booty bitches. I got big booty bitches, big booty bitches. Oh, big booty bitches, big booty bitches. Oh, big.
All right, so I'm back. That was not timed, but it worked. And like I said, my Rawlings Pro Mesh, Pro Preferred, Heart of the Hide, the Gold Glove Company. Heart of the Hide. You see the bull. This is the Jabba Chamberlain glove, or as some people like to call me, a headhunter, because I'm a big dude and I pitch and I use his glove, so they call me a headhunter. One kid ended up calling me Jabba, which is funny, but yeah, this is why it's a Jabba Chamberlain glove. It's just the style of webbing. It's the combination of the colors. Although his is all black. But this is the Pro 12 VHPM, PM standing for Pro Mesh, which I went over in my other video. The review for this is half the glove is mesh, or not exactly half the glove, but some of the glove is mesh, and the other half, which is the web, is leather. And also the strap, which is a traditional strap, and all of the thumbs and the fingers down here and everything, and all the toes up here. The toes of the fingers, this is leather, but they stitch in the mesh under it. So I'm not exactly how they did it, but I think there's a thin layer of leather between the mesh, which is primarily the mesh and the padding, and then there's this down here. There's the leather inside the glove here. No customization on this one. I've only had it for 2 days. Yeah, I got it yesterday at like 4 o'clock, and I've just been forming it, breaking it with a softball. Unlike some people who like put shaving cream on their gloves and throw it in the microwave, I don't do that because personally I think it ruins the leather and the glove falls apart quick and you don't get the stiffness that you want. I like a really stiff glove, like all the A2Ks I've had, all the Rawlings I've had. Especially my Catcher's Mitt, really stiff glove but a really loose pocket. This is going to be primarily for pitching unless I play on a turf field and I have to play infield and I don't have any other glove. This one, you see there's a little flare. It's a little subtle. I try to work at it, just kind of bending it here and there, and then bending it back, and then yeah. So hopefully, in the next couple of days, I will have this broken in. People say Rawlings is one of the hardest gloves to break in because the leather is so high quality. But personally, I think it's one of the easiest gloves, at least for me to break in. I mean, I'm a big dude. I'm like 240 pounds. I mean, I have pretty big arms, so it's not that hard to work the leather, I guess. But just to give you an idea of that, that's my arm. I can bench like two, or like 160 to 200 range, and then I can leg press like 5, 7 maybe. Like I don't know, but like most of the like bench like leg presses that I work out on only go up to 400, so it's not that good of a workout. But to end on a better note, anybody who's willing to buy some baseball cards, I have some baseball cards, and I think the good ones that I have Miguel Tejada on the Astros, CC Sabathia on the Yankees, Clayton Kershaw on the Yankees. And this is one of my favorite ones. It's a very vintage card. It means a lot to me. This is a Jim Palmer card from the Orioles. I also have a Ernie Banks card, Bobby Crosby, which most of you should know. I have a Josh Hamilton. One of my favorite cards. I had like 5 of these at one time, but it was a Tony Phillips Gold Edition. And then one that surprised a lot of people is the Leon Durham from the Cubs in 1986. It's not a Topps card, but it does have all the statistics on the back. It's a traditional paper card. It's not like the old plastic ones. Wade Boggs. I have to have Wade Boggs. I'm a third baseman, and I love the Red Sox, being that I'm from Boston. So if you're from New York and you're watching this video, just imagine I said Yankees because I have a pretty good Jeter card that I like. Yeah, see, there's another one of those Tony Phillips Gold Editions. I have a lot of old guys. Here we are. This is probably the funniest one I have because I got it with a game for Xbox or for GameCube. And some of you probably know the game. Backyard Baseball, 2001. Derek Jeter. Look at that. Look at that young guy. 3,000 hits. Congratulations to him. Do I wish somebody could have done it on the Red Sox first? Of course. That's because I'm a diehard Boston Red Sox fan. But you know what? No matter where you're from or who you are, it takes a shitload of skill. Excuse my language for the young kids that are out there. It takes a shitload of skill to do that and to be consistent and to do it on a home run, which is even better. I salute you, Derek Jeter. Subscribe to my videos. That song that you just heard, Big Booty Bitches by A Lost People. You can get it on iTunes. Help their sales. Also get Sugarcane by Shaggy. Love that song. Peace, YouTube. Warrior out.